I'm just out seeing what all the storm did last night. We've got several branches down. Blew some stuff across the yard. Blew the bench off the porch. We had some pretty bad storms come through last night. We were under a tornado watch for several hours. Fortunately, we didn't see any. Unfortunately, it sounds like some folks north of us up in Indiana weren't so lucky, so hope they haven't had too much damage. I mean, nothing we've got here is serious. Just some branches down and stuff blown everywhere. Boxes and buckets blown all over the yard. The usual that happens when we get nasty wind. It was pretty bad. We had some pretty constant lightning going on there for a while. I did have to come out last night. My little temporary chicken tractor here, the rubber blew off it once, so I had to come out and put it back on. So those chickens got a little bit wet, but at least it wasn't cold or anything. So but other than that, all the animals are fine. We've just got a big mess to pick up, really. We are out of power. We lost it for a while last night, and then it came back on, and then the second batch of storms came through that did all this, and it's out again. We've been told it could be 8 p.m. tonight before they get it back on, at which point it will have been about 24 hours without it. Right now it's been about 12, so Zach's trying to get the generator going so we can plug in the refrigerators for a while at least, and the freezer. Leave it. Come here. Knocked my poor little herb planter down, so I'll have to see if it killed any of them or if I can salvage them, but that's a minor detail. Yeah, we just got to deal with the power being out right now, and got a pretty big mess to clean up. Leave it. Come here, girls. Come on. Sit. Girls. Girls are doing good, though. It was pretty nasty, and we've got some cleanup to do, but could have been a lot worse, so glad it wasn't. Anyway, hope you all didn't have too much damage. Yeah. I'm hoping everybody was safe last night. Big branch down there. Quite a bit of rain. We have had the driveway wash out before, but I think I've heard all the way up through there. Heard a couple people say that we got 3 inches. So it really did come down for a while. We're checking out the garden just to see if it did alright, and it did. It gave a few things a hard time. These tomatoes that aren't woven in yet kind of got blown over, but they'll be okay. Just gotta get them trained back up straight. They aren't really big enough to weave in yet, but just set them up like that and they'll keep going the way they need to. It blew the dill over. It's only a couple feet high, but it did give it a little bit of a hard time, but I think it'll be alright. Just gotta kind of keep an eye on stuff. Kind of blew the potato plants over there a little bit, but they'll be alright. Could have been worse for sure. Just stopped to check the sweet corn garden quick. It looks like it did fine in the storm. It, of course, isn't very tall yet, so I figured it would be. But yeah, the wind didn't seem to bother it any. And let's see, 4th of July is next weekend, and 4th of July is next week, and I'm not sure which part has to be knee-high, but I guess it is, so we're doing good. So if we can get it a few feet taller and then keep the raccoons and the deer away from it, maybe we'll actually get some corn this year. Just got over to the farm. Katie Kubota texted this morning and said the fencer wasn't working and part of the fence was down. So we just got over here to look at that. The fencer's working, but we're gonna go right around the fence and check it all and make sure the cows are there, but as far as we know they are. Makes sense though, we've had them less than 48 hours, so something had to go wrong. But they're still here, so still an improvement over last time at least. Down right here in front of the gates, I think what happened, it's really, see, it just burned off all the plastic and just the wires left and it broke it. I think what happened is the wind got to whipping the wire in the gate back and forth and it shorted out against the gate and just toasted it. So we're gonna drive a little post in here to keep the gate away from it so it can't do that again, and then I'm gonna patch the wire. Alright, checked the rest of the fence. Everything else looked good, so it was just that one spot. So we go ahead and close the gate back up and plug the fencer back in, and they should be alright. Good news is they seem pretty content where they are regardless. So, a little crazy, but nothing like last night. I'm honestly really glad it was just that one spot. It would have been a lot worse. I was afraid maybe there'd be a branch on the fence or the lightning take out the fencer, so none of that happened, so it was a pretty good deal all in all. Alright, well, thanks for checking out our new cows. Thanks for watching.